I have never had my hair feel so damaged and like dry and really yucky. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brooke McQuaid and I'm 26 years old from Perth, Western Australia. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to reflect on 2021 and go through my hits and misses of the year. Firstly, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope that your 2022 is off to a great start. 2021 was a big year for me. I obviously started this YouTube channel, which is a very big accomplishment for me. And on here, I have shown you so many products ranging from clothing to makeup to Kmart to so many different things. So I thought, since I've spent way too much money on all these products, why not make a little bit more content out of them and sit down and tell you what I recommend, what the hits were that I bought and what I wasted my money on. What I do not recommend, I would not recommend it to my friend and my missus. I will admit that this is the second time filming this tonight. I did actually just record it, which was about 25 minutes probably of footage that I accidentally deleted. So we're gonna get through it a little bit faster this time. Hopefully I'm a bit more rehearsed. So let's get into it. Let's start with clothes because let's be honest, I did buy a lot of clothes in 2021. Did I spend too much money? Yes, undoubtedly I did. It's something that I'm gonna try and work on in 2022. But alas, we have quite a few hits to talk about and quite a few misses. So starting with the hits, I don't think this will come as any surprise to anyone, but White Fox was a big hit for me. I'd never shopped there before, and I did shop there. Shopped pretty much the whole Isabel Clarke collection they did, which was the Sunflower Babies collection, and I honestly loved every single piece, and I wear that collection all the time. I have the shorts on right now that you can't see, but I just wear it so much, so that was amazing for me. The brand is so far really good. I have not bought more of their going out party dresses to see if what you pay matches the quality, so I'd love to try that in 2022 and see if it levels up because it is quite expensive, but so far what I bought was amazing and I would recommend White Fox. Going on to more hits and then we'll talk misses. So Petal and Pup, bought a few items from there this year as well, and I recommend things like this shirt were a hit. This is a shirt that's so easy to put on but it goes with so many things, great in summer. Do not need to wear a bra and you can honestly not tell at all. Super comfy, sizing was good, so love that. And the other thing from Petal and Pup that I highly loved and was a big hit for me this year is these Corduroy pants, and they come in a few different colors. I'm surprised I haven't got them in a few different colors yet, but these are just so flattering on, so comfy, surprisingly go with so many outfits, easy to dress up, dress down. So these have been, I think, my favorite pants of the year, so that was a huge hit for me. In terms of misses, I do have a Petal and Pup miss. So I bought these jeans here. They were on sale, but I think it was just a style markdown. And about 2 weeks after I'd owned them, I'd only worn them a handful of times and they were my favorite jeans. The zip broke. So the zip is now broken and stuck down there, and I swear I didn't do anything. There wasn't anything weird I did. So the quality seemed a little bit funny, so that was a miss for me the year just gone. The other thing about Petal and Pup, which I do love, is their sizing is a bit weird. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but both of these are size 8, but the corduroy pants are too big, but I don't mind because I like the baggy fit. And then the jeans are size 8, but they're very tight, so sizing wise can be a little bit iffy. So yeah, those were those. In terms of more misses, essentially everything I bought from Pretty Little Thing was a miss. I did a clothing haul of their items very early on in my channel, which I'll link for you in the description below. And yeah, I barely wear it. For an example, I bought this skirt which came like this. So see here, it has like a little rip in it. And I reckon that I could tear that. Yeah, look, if I tear like that, it just goes down more and more. So quality is shocking. Like, that's what it looks like inside, and it is so see-through. Quality wise is terrible, And then the sizings are really weird. So I also got this mermaid style skirt, which is really cute and honestly would go with the top that I have on now. But like, this is a size 8 and it is so small. Like, I don't know if you can get a clear picture of how small it is, but it's the tightest size 8 I've ever worn. So really pretty little thing. It's so cheap, but what you buy quality wise is really not good. If there are pieces that you want me to review, comment them below and I'm happy to give it another go, but so far that was a big miss for me. Okay, we'll keep with the clothes kind of style, but let's go into activewear. Obviously 2021 I did get into my active journey quite a lot, shared that on here, did a vlog about the whole photo shoot. I will link it in the description below if you're interested in that. And you will have noticed that I started Battle of the Brands, which is something that I really want to float into 2022 as well. I think I'll do more brands too, like makeup as well, lifestyle. I'd love to do a Kmart versus Target one, but I did do a lot of reviews of activewear. Happily, I can say that there are no misses. There are things I prefer more, but for me, no misses. Everything I bought I'd recommend, and I would tell you, yeah, it's good. Go buy it if you want. But I do have a few highlights. So I've got 2 shorts that I really love. So first off were the Alice KD Rep range. These are the ones that come with a pocket. If you are more into cardio or you're going to go for walks, you want something where you can hold your phone, this is the brand for you and this is the range for you. These pockets are so good. Your phone will go the whole way down. It's a very deep pocket and it's not going to move when you run, walk, do whatever movement you want to do. Very, very comfy too, super flattering on. So really recommend those. And then the other shorts that I highly recommend, they're in the wash because I wore them to the gym yesterday, but they are the Gymshark camo ones, and I believe it was the seamless or adapt seamless range. Really, really flattering. They look great on and do not move at all. Both are squat proof, so love that. And then I have a couple of sports bras depending on what support level you want. So on the lighter support, the Stacks Best of Black one is really, really good. I would recommend this. It's very, very comfy, more of like a cottony material, has adjustable sleeves, thin straps. Really, really good. I do mean adjustable straps, by the way. It's more for your lighter support. You could definitely exercise in it. You don't need to do more like yoga style stuff, but it's definitely more intended for light intensity exercise. Or if you're bigger chested, just keep that in mind. I do wear it lifting weights, but I'm not that big up here. Another one, if for your more light to medium support, is the Alice KD seamless one. It's another classic black one. This is your like more stretchy material, so if you're more into the stretchy over the kind of cottony stuff, then this black one I recommend. It is a pullover one, so no straps. Going up a tiny bit in support, there was also the Adapt Seamless range by Gymshark. It is inside out, so just ignore that. This one is again super, super stretchy and so comfy, more like medium support. And then the one for me that's most high support is the Nike's Dry Fit V scoop neck one. You can get this in purple, I believe. It does not look like it would be high support, but I tell you, like when I wear it, I'm like, wow, I'm not going to move at all. It's got adjustable straps there. It even has a mesh in here, so sweating it really helps, and mesh here. So really, really recommend that. So those were the highlights and the hits in terms of activewear. Let's continue with like kind of fitness stuff, and we'll go into like the supplements and stuff, because that's a fun one, something that I've never been into before, and 2021 was my first year experiencing anything with like protein powders, moon milks, pre-workout. All of that was brand new. So we'll talk hits first. So I'm going to be only talking about Naked Harvest because it's the only brand that I've tried, but I have a few hits from them and a few misses. So first off, hits. This protein powder I highly recommend. It is their Thrive Plant Protein in Vanilla Pancake Batter. That is what it looks like. This is a very, very good brand if you are vegan or you would like refined sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free protein. So it's very, very good if you're more sensitive stomach, which is me. Hello. This one you get 18 grams of protein in one serve, and it's 99 calories if you're tracking or interested in that. The flavor is what sells me on this. This is honestly what you think vanilla pancake batter would taste like. It's not just vanilla, it does taste like a batter. But so tasty, really, really good if you're going to have it in smoothies. I haven't had it straight with water, so I can't comment on that, but in smoothies, very, very good. My stomach loves it, doesn't get upset at all, and I have the most sensitive stomach that you could imagine. I did, however, try the whole sample pack, which included the others in their range, and the misses for me were the strawberry cheesecake and the chocolate one. I really didn't like the flavors, but admittedly I did have them with water only. If I was to have a smoothie, you could probably use the strawberry cheesecake, but I don't recommend their chocolate one. I just thought flavor wise, I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't make myself drink it. So recommend that, but the other two were misses for me. Other products that I recommend. So I have been having their moon milks. It's just something that you're meant to have at bedtime to help you relax. It's infused with magnesium zinc, which helps your body relax, and magnesium is very, very good for muscle recovery and that kind of thing. So I have these two. It's a really good way to get like a little bit of a sweet thing into your evening routine. So I really recommend the two flavors. The chocolate one, the chocolate moon milk, kind of tastes somehow like a mix between a Nesquik and a Milo in the middle. Very, very delicious. And the vanilla maple chai, which is my favorite. I absolutely love chai, but I'm very fussy. Like I don't really like chai tea that's turned into lattes. I only like chai latte if it's done from a powder. This is powder and it tastes really nice. The good thing about these is that you don't actually need what they recommend. So they recommend that per serve you have 4 leveled scoops, and honestly you need like 2.5 to 3 max, and they're very sweet, so you don't need to add sugar or anything like that. So these two I recommend. However, on the mist side, I tried the Rocky Road one in my sample pack, and that one I did not like. I would not recommend. It does taste like Rocky Road, but it's got this strange aftertaste that somehow tastes like red wine almost. I don't know how to explain it, but flavor wise it wasn't for me. Other hits by them is the greens powder in the vanilla flavor. Just keep in mind, because they do go on about how it's the best green flavor taste there is. I haven't tried many, but just have it at the back of your mind that it's a greens powder, so there's always going to be a little bit of an aftertaste that is the greens. So it is vanilla, and I can definitely taste it in a smoothie. I think it would be great, but there is that aftertaste, so just keep that in mind. The mango one I did not like. I thought it tasted very, very fake sweet, and the like greens flavor was much more prominent for me, so I couldn't actually drink that one. So that was a miss, but the other one was a hit. Other hits, I really like their collagen, and I will probably purchase it. Every flavor is great. You can get one that is pure collagen that you can have straight with water and you won't taste it at all. It's a really good one to have in the morning because you can just drink water. And the other ones are like these pine flavors, and you can get either the normal collagen or you can get the vegan booster if you're vegan, or if you just prefer that one. And the flavors are so delicious. Like, they're very refreshing. I think they'd be delicious in summer, honestly, because they just taste like iced tea almost. So recommend those. They're BCAAs, so if you want a hydration, maybe if you're an endurance athlete doing a marathon and you need hydration, then they're BCAAs I also recommend. I didn't have a flavor I didn't like. They're very easy to drink, very easy on my stomach, didn't react at all, so I really recommended them. I just don't need them, so I didn't buy them, but they were hits. And then misses for me were all their pre-workouts. The flavor wise was great. Like, the flavor was really nice, especially I believe blue lemonade was my favorite. Like, flavor is delicious, but it has beta-alanine in it, and if you've tried pre-workout, then you may know that some people are sensitive to that, and it gives you like a tingle sensation throughout your body. If you know that you're not sensitive to beta-alanine, then you could probably buy it, because there are a lot of people on my Instagram when I was explaining this phenomenon that recommended that I try the Thrive one. That it recommended I try the Naked Harvest one, but that's the one that I did have that gave me the tingle sensation. It's not dangerous, it just feels really, really gross, and it lasts 30 to 40 minutes, and I just really don't like the feeling. of the tingles. It makes me really itchy, so I won't buy their pre-workouts. I gave the rest of the samples away. So for me, that was a miss, but it's not really the product's fault, it's just that ingredient and me don't go on. So if you're sensitive to beta-alanine, the brand does have it in it, so stay away. We will continue on fitness because I have a protein shaker that I recommend and one I don't. So one that I recommend is the Circuit one. I believe you can get it just at Rebel, I think. So really easy, super easy to clean. And then the one that I don't recommend is the Kmart one. I know, like, I absolutely love Kmart, but the protein shaker, no, it's very flimsy and just save your coins, you don't need it. So that was a miss and this was a hit. There are a few more Kmart things that I really love that I'll show you in my house later, but whilst we're sitting, we'll go on to skincare and makeup because I have so much to talk about, especially with the makeup. So let's talk about skincare first. So I have incredibly sensitive skin, and every time I've tried face washes, cleansers, that sort of thing, my skin will like it for a period of time and then it will start reacting and no longer respond well to that product. So I was really in the market in 2021 for a good skincare regime, and it was my partner who actually recommended these. I've spoke about them before. So they are the CeraVe range that you can get just from Chemist Warehouse. So this is the daily moisturizer I use, very good for dry skin to very dry skin. It is a thick moisturizer, but once you've like rubbed it in, you won't feel it on your skin, but the consistency is thick. It does have hydrochloric acid, hyaluronic, I can't say the word, but you know that acid that's very good for your skin, hyaluronic acid in it, which is really good. It's also like developed with dermatologists, tested on them, so you know that it's good for your skin. You don't really want to be putting, well, not really, you don't want to put something on your skin that is going to irritate it. It's also accepted in the National Eczema Association Club. So like if you have sensitive skin and you just can't find a moisturizer or a cleanser, recommend giving the CeraVe range a try. This is my second tub this year already. And you can get it from Chemist Warehouse, so you can always get it on sale. And then I also have their cleanser, and that's what this one looks like. And you can get this in a variety of forms. So if you want a foaming one, you can get that. I believe this is the lotion wash one. You can get just a few different ones, a few different, like, more for sensitive skin, that kind of stuff, so recommend that. And the last recommendation and hit for 2021 that I found for skincare is the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Plus Queen Screen. And this is a little very popular, so you might have heard of it already. I admit that I haven't been using it for long because I only just bought it, but it's a really good formula. It doesn't break out my skin because I react quite bad to sunscreen, I've realized. And it's intended for everyday use, so you know, intended to be used throughout the year. You just apply it as the final step of your regime too, and for me it doesn't mess up my, like, if I wear it under my makeup, the makeup applies fine with it on as well. So it comes with a little dropper, and then if you put it on your skin, it's like a very liquidy thin layer. So see how it drips down, very thin. Once you like rub it into, it doesn't leave like that greasy feeling or that greasy look. So as you can see there, I've just rubbed it in, and you don't have that greasy look that sunscreen normally leaves. Scent wise too, it's like not that scented, it just smells like skincare for me, so it doesn't give you that bad scent. So those are the hits that I have for skincare. I don't have a miss, but I do have a miss in terms of hair care and no hits. So I recently got my hair colored, and the hairdresser recommended I tried this like range of hair shampoo and conditioner. So I bought it, and I've only tried the shampoo, but I have never had my hair feel so damaged and like dry and really yucky and not nice as when I tried this. So this is a miss for me that I won't be purchasing again, and I only tried it in 2021. So it's the L'Oreal Professional Vitamino Color, and that's what it looks like. So it comes in this pink bottle. It does have a conditioner and a spray that I haven't tried, but honestly this shampoo really did not like my hair. I do know hair can react different to different products, so for some people maybe it's great, but for me, this is a definite miss. If you've used it, let me know, because I don't know why my hair really hates it. Alright, makeup might be my favourite one to talk about. I have a lot of hits actually, so we'll go through it nice and fast, and I'll try to link, I'll link the makeup playlist in the description below, because most of these products I've used in videos and I talk about them more in detail. So if you want to know more about the products I'm talking about, go check out that playlist. But let's go through the hits. Let's start with my new one. So eyeshadow palette made by Mitchell. This is a huge hit for me of 2021. I only just bought it not long ago, but it's what I have on my eyes today to make this blue look. Not sure if I love having blue eyeshadow, but I just wanted to play with it, and if the colors really work well. Let me know in the comments below if you think I suit blue or not. I think I don't. I won't be offended. But this is the Head in the Clouds Pressed Pigment Palette, and this is what it looks like. Like, is that not just stunning? So why I love this is obviously the color storage is amazing, but you can actually do everyday makeup as well, because you've got your transitional shades, you have this tan shade over there, it's got a good mix of mattes and shimmers in there as well, and then of course you can do really fun makeup as well. They blend well together, and I think it's worth the money. This shade here, Clouded, is like a white shimmery shade, and it is, I think, the nicest shade I've ever seen. So like, that's what it looks like on the finger, and you can see the shine there. Like, it's so buttery smooth and just beautiful, and it really shows up nice on your eye. So that was a big hit for me. Keeping with the eye theme, I have two mascaras, which will not come as any shock to anyone. So the Rimmel Scandalise one, I actually think I've used this for a few years, but I definitely kept repurchasing it in 2021. My holy grail, I think that you should give it a go, because no one talks about it, but it's very good. This mascara is really good for volumizing your lashes and also for curling them. That's what I found. And then of course the one that everybody knows, Maybelline Sky High Mascara, which is really good for lengthening. I use them both together, because by themselves I find that the Sky High Mascara does not curl my lashes or give them volume, and then the Scandalise one is more volumizing, so it doesn't give me as much length. So I actually wear them together, and they wear really well together. So that is what they look like. You can get these both from Priceline. Priceline always has discounts. So really good, affordable drugstore mascaras that were big hits this year, and I highly recommend. Moving right on to concealer, I also have two that I recommend that you've probably heard of both of them as well. I have the Instant Age Rewind Eraser by Maybelline. This is like a holy grail. It became very big in 2021 actually, again on TikTok, what a surprise. But it's really good. It's a full coverage concealer, but somehow it's not like matte and sticks to your face, so it doesn't like get creases in your fine lines, but I do find that it doesn't move. So like, it's really good. It's like full coverage, but it's not like too insane and drying. So I really love that. It's very good at covering your dark circles under your eyes as well. And then the second one is your e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. I have this in the shade Fair Beige, and I have the Maybelline one in Ivory. The e.l.f. one is really full coverage. It's what I will wear if I want to do a very intense brightening look. The only thing I'll say about that is it is very matte, so you do want to make sure you prep your skin well, because otherwise it's going to dry and it might crease in that area. But both are great, and I highly recommend. So that is what these two look like. Again, you can get them pretty much anywhere. e.l.f. is really easy to pick up at Target and Kmart. I think you can get it from Priceline now too, I'm not sure. And Maybelline, obviously you've seen it around. Going on to the Complexion, I have two blushes I recommend. Another new one that I've picked up is Blush by Mitchell. I do recommend this. It is a liquid blush. I have it on my skin today, and I feel like it's given me a really nice colour and a really nice finish. The only thing I'll say is you do only need a little bit. I'm still new with liquid blush, and I put it over the top of my foundation. only put I think 3 drops, and it was like so pigmented and that I had to put quite a bit of powder to get the colour to go down a bit. So keep that in mind if you're going to use a liquid blush. I'd like to try it underneath my foundation first to try and get the colour to be a little less pigmented, but love that. And then the second blush that I recommend are the e.l.f. ones. This is really cheap. It was in my Kmart Beauty, I believe, video. I'll try and find it and link whatever video it was in the description below. But it is the face duo, and I have it in watermelon, and that's what it looks like. On this side you have the matte blush, and on that side you have a shimmer one. Just excuse my nails, they're very bad. If you've heard me rabbit on in previous videos, you'll know that I like to have a bit of shine in my blush. I generally will wear Estee Lauder Double Wear as my foundation, which is very matte base, so I like to bring back the look of skin by adding a bit of shimmer to my blush. So I'll use the matte one and then put the shimmery one on. I actually have the shimmer one on here on top of the Made by Mitchell blush today, just to give my skin a little bit of a shine. Love that. Bronzer, another classic, but I only used it for the first time this year, is this Nars one, and I have the shade Laguna. And look how much I use. I know it's a mini, but I have quite a few to test, and look how much I use this year. So highly recommend. This was a big hit for me in 2021. My favorite bronzer or contour. This is a really good shade if you're more fair. I find too that when you put it on, you can build it up and it will move really easily if you want to add more. Like, it's very blendable, and it's not like overly pigmented that when you do one stripe you're like, oh my god, I've gone too crazy with it. So really recommend that. And then the last 2 things I recommend are lip products. So I've got a liner for you, which is the Revlon Colorstay Longwear Lip Liner. Highly recommend this. The only thing I'll say is the colour range isn't great. It's more nudes, pinks and like mauves. So hopefully they'll come out with a bright, like a bigger range. And the Revlon Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish. I have it on today. Admittedly, I've actually already filmed this previously, so I've been talking for ages, but still on there really well, and I haven't had to reapply it at all. So the lip liner is like a cream one, and you just roll it up. So that's what it looks like. Super easy to use. I find it really creamy, doesn't smudge at all for me, and it just really makes a big difference. I've realized I don't like the pencil liners, so discovering this year was amazing. And then the high shine looks like this. This is in the color Date Night, but I do have a few different shades. And your little applicator for these just looks like that. So I really recommend them. Like, I got another color of this recently, and I want to buy all of them in this. If you're into a high shine lip, this is what you want, because it's got a really big color payoff, but the shine is there. Like, you won't need to do a matte lip and then put gloss on the top. So really recommend that. In terms of misses for makeup, I only have, well, I have 2 on hand, but I've thrown a few out. So I did a Kmart, testing Kmart Beauty. Most of it was misses. It was by the brand Ox or XX, and I threw quite a few things out. The foundation was not bad, like I would wear that, and I've still got it. And the blush I still have, and it's really good. But the rest of those and that brand in general is generally misses. The nails are really misses, like they're not good at all. So don't recommend those. But the other misses I have that I have on hand are this eyeshadow palette by Revolution, and that's what it looks like. When you look at it, you think it would be the most stunning thing on the eye, but the payoff is just not there. I have a video where I tried this in detail and you'll see what I mean, but don't recommend that. It was really cheap. I think it was only $8 maybe, but save your pennies and just don't get that. And the other miss for 2021 that I bought was the Rimmel Soft Kohl eyeliner, and I have it in white. This, just like the white, just like does not, it's not very bright, and also like if you can look, you can see that it's not going to wear very well because I already got rid of it. So I don't recommend that. I also don't like pencil ones, so I don't know why I bought that, but save up for a slightly better one. before I show you the things in my house, I've got one book recommendation that was a hit this year and one thing from Kmart. So we're getting to the end of the video. If your goal for 2022 is to read more books, which I feel like a lot of us put down, it's one of mine, and you are wanting to read a self-development book, like you've just not really gone there yet, I would highly recommend starting with this book. So my partner got me this for Christmas and he thought that he'd bought a bad present, but I started reading it and it's really good. So it's called Good Vibes, Good Life, How Self-Love is the Key to Unlocking Your Greatness by Vex King. That is what it looks like. You've probably seen it all over Instagram, but I've only read a few chapters so far, and the reason I recommend it is it's so easy to read. It's got little quotes throughout it, images, things that break it up, and it's just a very easy, simple way of explaining stuff. So I'm also currently reading How to Be a Badass at Making Money, which is a book that's also a big hit. But I do find that when I have to take breaks, I have to sometimes take notes just to actually get the information to synthesize and get in my brain. But this one I find is really easy. It's a book that you can read start to cover and you'll be okay, and you'll get some lessons of what in there really good. It does not try to overcomplicate things. It's very good at explaining stuff, and yeah, it's just a very, very easy read. So if you're looking for a book to read, this is the one. He got it from Dimmicks, but I do think you can get it from like your Big W's or shop. Just shop around because you'll be able to get it for not very expensive if you're looking for something. A big hit I have from Kmart are their diaries. So this is the one I got, and it's hardcover. Like, first of all, it's beautiful. Second of all, look at the size of it. So like decent size. Thirdly, hardcover. So you're gonna be able to take it away, drop it, all that kind of stuff. Each week, it will get you to do these little questionnaires. It doesn't try to overcomplicate or get you to write heaps, but it has like your top priorities, what you're grateful for, your mindfulness moment, place to put notes, what habit. I like this section at the bottom. So it's like what habits you're doing, and you can tick which days you did those, and then your general how you're feeling. At the end of each month, it gets you to review your month. So I really recommend, if you still need a diary, check out the ones at Kmart. They look so fancy. They look like you've bought it from like Kiki K. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. And they're very cheap. Like, I think this one cost me $7, and it was like the expensive one because it's hardcover. But look, Kmart's great, but it's not always great. I've already told you the miss about their protein shaker, but the other miss for me, which is a shame, is this diffuser. So I have this diffuser that I bought this in 2021 from Kmart, and I do not like it. One, it never closes properly. Like, I don't know why. It's just always got a side up here, and then this one's fine. And the second reason is mine like does not work probably 70% of the time. Says there's water in it. I swear there's no water in it. Just keeps beeping at me. When it works, it's great, but just doesn't close properly. There's a bamboo one. Maybe I should try that. If you have another diffuser that you can recommend, let me know. But this one from Kmart, stay away from. This was a miss for me in 2021 in terms of purchases. But there are a couple of things, particularly in my kitchen, that I do want to show you that are hits from 2021 that I bought. So I'll show you those, and then we'll finish the video off. So I don't know if you remember, but quite a few months ago I did a clean with me video, and where I did the storage in my pantry as well. And there are some things from Kmart that I really recommend. So I wanted to show you the hits for 2021 that I got from Kmart. We love Kmart. We have a whole playlist devoted just to Kmart. So let me show you what the hits were and what I recommend. Firstly, this dishwasher rack has been an absolute dream saver. It means we do the dishes more. It has not fallen at all since we've made it. Super sturdy. You know that everything at Kmart's really cheap. So this, really recommend that. So love that. But the biggest things for me were these. I think that everyone needs these. Like, what a great way, especially if you have shelves that are really deep and you can't like rearrange the height. what a great way to store more items and create shelves. And then also recommend this Lazy Susan. You do have to balance the weight appropriately, so you can see here that it's off a bit, but it's just so easy to be able to see all your sources and save some storage problems there. I also recommend these containers from Kmart. I have them throughout the pantry, and you get these pantry labels at Kmart too, so really recommend them. Like, aside from the one that has a bit of flour on them, these like labels haven't moved at all, so really recommend that. And like, look how much I've kept it relatively clean. We've just been shopping, so it's quite full, but we've kept it pretty clean. So huge recommendation here. Like, this you should buy. Really like that. So yeah, those are the last few hits that I have for you from 2021. I'm interested to see what the hits next year will be. So that is the end of this video, looking at 2021 in reflection and all the purchases I have made, what the hits were and what the misses were. On reflection and looking at everything in front of me, I obviously did a lot of shopping. I will tell you right now, a goal of mine for 2022 is to not use Afterpay. So you can imagine kind of looking back on 2021, just how much I spent. Luckily, a lot of things were hits, but definitely clothes and stuff there. There were a few misses. I did not mention Boohoo, but a lot of their items were misses for me too. Some were great and some I do wear. But yeah, there were more misses as well. But let me know if you enjoyed this style of video. Let me know what videos you want to see this new year. I think that I'll change my upload days to Wednesday, I think, just to give me an extra day during the week to edit. And I'd love to do each month a monthly reset video. I've been loving the Battle of Brands videos, so expect to see more of those. But yeah, as always guys, please stay safe wherever you are. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Follow me over on my Instagram. It's where I post almost all the time. It's where you can see what I get up to in my everyday life more on. And yeah, I think the next video I'll do will hopefully be about my New Year's resolutions. I'd love to try and get that out and uploaded soon, obviously, because we're going nearing the end of the first week of the new year, which is crazy already. And my Rem Beauty is apparently arrived. I just have to find which post office it is at and pick it up. So definitely expect a few more beauty videos your way. But for now, bye.